Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Breaking Bad. Today is episode 7 of season 5 called Say My Name. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for the support. I'm really eager for this episode because when we left off last time, Walt had this idea about this whole buyout of the methylamine thing, right? We didn't get to find out what it was. It left us on that giant cliffhanger. And I won't lie, I've been thinking about that like almost every day since I watched that episode, which was a while ago now. It was a few days. So I'm just excited to see what the fuck Walt's thinking. And the only other thing I have to say about what we're about to watch is I am fairly confident that I have heard Walt say my name. Out of context though. Like when I saw this episode title, I kind of laughed because it made me think, like, have I heard him say this? Like, so I'm referring to like edited YouTube videos where people edited memes and sound bites and stuff. Twitch streams where people use certain sound bites for alerts and things. I'm positive that I've heard Bryan Cranston say my name in the Walt character, but I don't know the context. So I'm really excited to find out. I'm hoping it is this episode. It would make sense that it would be this episode. So expect me to probably freak out the moment it happens because I'll be able to make that connection and just draw from it. If you've watched my edited movie reactions on YouTube, then you'll know that there's been a handful of movies now where I'm like, oh, a meme, and I'm seeing the actual meme in its context, right? So I think that this episode will have that for me, and I hope it does because I think that'll be really cool. So also, I was given a lovely popcorn in bed tumbler, and I've been using it every day since I was gifted it by one of the other mods, John. He brought it for me from the States. Okay, so these are the guys.
Your play, Walter. You're on your own.
He's looking confident to me.
You're about 1,000 gallons light here, Mike. Where's the juice?
You're talking to Walt.
Methylamine isn't coming.
Who the hell are you?
I'm the man who's keeping it.
Where's the tank, Mike?
Mike doesn't know where it is. Only I do.
Why don't you just cut to what it is you want? We're gonna get what we came for.
Well,
1,000 gallons of methylamine is worth more in my hands than it is in yours, or anyone else's for that matter. I need distribution. I'll give you 35% of the take.
35%.
You produce a meth that's 70% pure, if you're lucky, is 99.1% pure.
so it sells more.
It's
You earn more money.
grade school T-ball versus the New York Yankees. Tepid, off-brand, generic cola. What I'm making is classic Coke.
If we just waste you right here, right now, and leave you in the desert, then there is no more Coke on the market.
But you also don't have the methylamine because nobody knows where it is.
Do you really want to live in a world without Coca-Cola?
That too.
My partner tells me that your crew switched to a P2P cook because of our success. You dye your meth with food coloring to make it look like mine.
No way.
A higher purity means a greater yield. That's $130 million of profit that isn't being pissed away by some substandard cook. You've got the greatest meth cook in America. No, the two greatest meth cooks in America right here. And with our skills,
Oh no. Oh jeez.
Mike is retiring from our crew, so his share of the partnership is available.
But Jesse wants to leave too.
And if you give him $5 million of the $15 million that you brought today, just think of it as a finder's fee for bringing us together. We have 40 pounds of product ready to ship. Are you ready?
Who the hell are you?
You know. You all know exactly who I am.
Yeah, I've heard this.
Say my name.
Yeah.
You what? I don't have a damn clue who the hell you are.
Yeah, you do. I'm the cook. I'm the man who
So I haven't heard
killed Gus
this,
Fring.
but I've heard that first part. And then I think they cut out all this middle conversation.
Now, say my name.
I've heard that. Now I'm trying to think of where I heard it from. Did someone put it in an EDM song?
Heisenberg.
They might have. You're goddamn right.
Goddamn right.
Yeah, okay. God, where did I hear that from now? Because now I've heard the whole thing. I'm pretty sure it was some electronic music song that some DJ out there made and intercut that conversation. Oh, fuck. Now it's going to bug me. I'm like, where did I hear it? Great episode opening, by the way. Definitely a top one in this entire show is how this one opened. Now, say my name. Oh, man, it's going to bug me. So cool to get that in context. So they accepted.
Appreciate the kind words, but I'm out too. Remember?
Yep.
I know.
Hopefully he
Maybe
just
we
said
should
that.
Talk about how and when I'm gonna get my $5 million.
And we will do that.
Oh, I'm nervous.
You know,
Jesse, just give me some time here, okay? I'll need a little help getting things up and running during this transition. You can at least do that for me, right?
Oh, boy.
We'll figure it out.
I'm nervous. I really hope Walt doesn't, like, I don't know, keep him in or prevent him from leaving, maybe.
As I said, I'll handle the legacy cost out of my end, so you won't have to worry about my guys anymore. The DEA will do a sweep. Can't say when, could be any time, but you need to get it out of there. All right.
That's it. No thanks for the $5 million. No sorry for chaining you to a radiator.
No.
Just get the bug, Walter.
Yeah, he needs to go back to Hank's office and get that out. Wonder what excuse he'll use to go visit.
guess I'll see you around.
No? Don't think so. When I'm out, I'm out.
I doubt it.
I'm out too.
Kid, just look out for yourself.
What's going on here? Okay.
We good?
You tell me.
This is where the methamphetamine is?
Okay, Jesse, back it up.
Yeah, okay.
What is this?
Do you really want to know?
She did ask.
Who are you hiding it from?
I said, don't worry about it.
From the police? Or someone else? Someone who would kill for it?
Why don't you go back in the office? We'll get it out of your hair.
He's kind of gone back to keeping Skylar in the dark about everything, which, I mean, at least she knows things are going on, but wonder if her and Jesse might connect in a way, because Jesse wants out, right? So I wonder if maybe he is going to tell her that he's going to be out.
They're bacon banana cookies.
Who are these
Bacon
guys?
in these?
Dorothy Yobbs.
How is Mickey?
Don't get me started. He wants to buy a boat. I can't even get him to start the lawnmower.
I used to do this for people.
Oh, please. Where would you even take a boat?
How many safety deposit boxes does this guy own?
You're not buying a boat. I'll tell you that right now. Almost got them all that time.
Very good. But actually, I've got an extra one for you this week. 603.
I'll let you get to it.
Thanks, Dot.
Well, this is not legal at all. What she's just done, leaving him in here by himself. You have to watch the customers take out their box, and then if they want privacy, there is a separate room outside of the vault where they can go through their box and do whatever they need to do, but we are not allowed to leave customers in the vault like this by themselves. That is a no. The scene is weird to me. But it's fine because it's for the story. Rest of the cash going in this one? Oh, wow. All right. It's not all gonna fit, though. To Kaylee on her 18th birthday. Oh, that's for him, then? Or just for... Oh, this would be the money for all his guys. Okay, makes sense. But then how are they supposed to
Young
get...
Kaylee's gonna need a second safety deposit box if you decide to leave $1 more to her.
How do they go in and access it if they're in prison?
Families are pretty reliable.
Oh, the families,
with pickups.
okay. Makes
Nobody
sense.
complaining about wanting it all at once.
Nah, they get it. Slow and steady wins the race. I guess this is it for a while. Don't worry about the families. They'll keep getting their deliveries.
Okay, so this guy's just going and like putting in a little bit at a time.
Why you smile?
Because the Ermintrout warrant just came in.
Oh, baby, now we're talking. How quick can you get your group together?
2-3 hours.
You make it 2. You're gonna nail that son of a bitch.
Is he putting the laptop in something? Yep. Shit, that is like a well. Laptop goes in. Brother's really saying, I'm done. I'm so fucking done. 'Cause there's really no getting all that stuff back now at this point. Oh, sneaky.
Police, search warrant!
Feel bad for Mike, kinda.
How's that restraining order working out for you?
If you want me to read that, I'm gonna need my glasses.
Single contact wound. Powder burn on his temple and right hand.
Not a single thing to pin him with. Mike's good. He's good at cleaning up.
Perfect timing. Just about to get started. If you can get going on that settle.
He's out.
Power washer.
Mr. White, can you just take a second and talk about all this?
He was being serious, Walt. Please take it seriously.
I think we need to talk about is doubling down.
Doubling down.
As in starting a new lab. A lab
No.
that you'll run.
No.
Nothing has changed for me. I just want to get my money and get out.
Jesse, this...
He doesn't care. He doesn't care the way you care.
best at something is a very rare thing. You don't just toss something like that away.
Well, you do, and it's illegal.
Squander that potential, your potential.
He doesn't want to keep hiding from police and shit.
To do what, Jesse?
Anything but this.
I'll figure it out, all right?
What have you got in your life, huh? Nothing. Nobody. Oh, wait, yes. Video games and go-karts. Oh, and when you get tired of that, what then? Huh? And how soon will you start using again?
He's grown past that at this point, and you know that.
Look, I know how upset you are about what happened to this boy. I am just as upset as you are.
Are you? Really?
How can you say that to me? What happened to that boy is a tragedy, and it tears me up inside.
No, it doesn't.
What, just because I don't want to cook meth anymore, I'm lying down? How many more people are gonna die because of us?
No one. Now that we're in control, no one else gets hurt.
You keep saying that, and it's bullshit every time. I'm done. Okay?
Why do you want this money?
Because it's mine?
But isn't it filthy blood money? I mean, you're so pure, you shouldn't touch that dirty money. I'll save you from that, Jesse. You want it just as much as I want it.
I hate this.
And work with me, and you can make 10 times, 20 times as much.
He doesn't care. He just wants money to set him up for...
I'm done.
No, you're not. You're not done. You're not leaving. Because if you leave, you get nothing. You understand me? Nothing! Jesse!
Dumb. So dumb. Fuck Walt, dude.
Lobbying Congress for an additional 1.41 results. Current budget for the House bill. Undercover operation.
Uh-oh. What's he gonna notice?
Hank, if ASEC Schrader can stay behind while everyone else clears out.
I don't know if I caught what he noticed.
But you're not knocking down doors anymore, Bubba. You're in charge of an entire district office, and that comes with responsibilities. Basic reports aren't being filed in a timely manner.
I'll work on it. It'll get better.
All this overtime to surveil Michael Ehrmantraut? That's just money that could be better spent elsewhere.
Listen, I understand, but I'm not making these choices lightly.
I believe you. But so what? It's one case out of dozens, and you don't play favorites with it just because it used to be yours. I hear you're personally serving search warrants out in the field?
That was an error in judgment. Won't happen again.
You're damn right it won't. Their surveillance budget for Ehrmantraut is now 0. We clear?
Sure. Thank you.
The promotion's good for Hank, but at the same time, he likes being the guy out in the field, and that's not what the job is now. He's got to manage other people going out in the field. Anyway, all right, what did you notice, Hank?
Yeah.
What did you notice?
No more following Ehrmantraut. Not worth the financial investment. And none of Fring's crew's talking?
Not giving an inch.
They're the most loyal crew in history, or someone's still paying them off. You still checking bank records?
No one living beyond their means.
It's because they're only placing...
All being represented by one lawyer.
Not unusual in a case like this.
It's because that
This guy, what's his
guy's...
name? Daniel
Putting in just a little bit of money here and there.
You want me to start tailing a lawyer? Like the shit ain't deep enough for you already?
Ramey said we couldn't follow Ehrmantraut. He didn't say anything about anybody else.
Loopholes. All right. What did Hank notice? Oh, there was something in that photo. I was focusing on the background, like through the windows, like a vehicle, maybe, but my eyes might have just missed exactly what he was looking at.
Did you take chemistry in high school? Just basic?
No.
Okay, all right.
I love that he's teaching Todd, but Todd's actor's name is Jesse. From one Jesse to another Jesse.
Listen and apply yourself. If you do that, then we just might have a fighting chance here. Okay.
He kind of seems nervous. I feel like I would be too with a guy like Walt. I'd just be panicking about doing something wrong and him yelling at me.
You're gonna like the little stinky, but you're gonna
Forgot about those commercials. Todd taking notes is a good sign. Shows that he's willing.
It's to break it up, weigh it, and we're done.
You did fine, Todd. You applied yourself. That's as much as I can ask. Talk money.
We can talk money once I get this right.
Not bad of him to say that. He's kind of treating it like an internship almost.
Very nice. Thank you, Dan.
See, I put little faces on them.
Cute. She doesn't care though. Is it because the DEA is already here or what's going on? Yep. Yep.
Hey.
Hey.
Go me. That fucking smile. Oh man. Daniel seems like the kind of guy that would talk, but I would hope that Mike's paying him too. Guess we'll see. I love that they're just having microwave dinners with wine. Honestly, sometimes you're just not in the mood to cook anything at all, but you want a hot meal. Microwave dinners.
Possibly work out. Because
Skylar does not give fucking any shits about this.
I'm trying, Hank. I really am. I'm trying, but there's I mean, it's like I don't even exist to her.
Well, yeah.
This is so awkward for Hank every time. Oh, gosh.
We just have screwed up so much.
Hank's ready to be like, I'm not your fucking therapist, brother.
Do you have any coffee? Maybe I can...
Coffee, you bet. Yeah, you bet. We can take cream.
Hank's like, okay, cool. Excuse to leave. Yes. Okay, Walt. Oh, Hank. All right, hurry, Walt. Hurry. Don't forget the computer one. Hurry.
All right, here you go, buddy.
Oh, thank you, Hank.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry to waste your time here at all.
Ah, I know.
Really.
Hey, could you excuse me?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I sweated the guy for 14 hours. That should be some...
14.
He's gonna flip.
He's willing to give us Ehrmantraut. Wasting your time for. I'll throw a net around that son of a bitch.
All right.
Well, this isn't good. But yeah, I just had a feeling that Daniel would be like, none of the guys in prison will flip, but the middleman guy that's just delivering the money.
I can.
Great. Look, there's a small situation.
A small situation.
I don't want to do this on the phone. Are you available?
Oh.
I can come by in a few hours.
Oh, you know what? I'm not far. I'll come to you. You just hang tight.
He's with the DEA. And I think Mike is smart enough to know that.
Some kind of bank surveillance and something about some lawyer. Someone is talking, Mike, and they're coming for you right now.
Are you gonna leave her there? Oh, I feel bad for his granddaughter.
Dan Waksberg. He would have better luck with the law firm of Mollari and Shemp. Always consult with me before using outside
All right,
counsel.
so enough.
If the DEA catches up with him and he flips, it's good night, John Boy.
Oh, for sure.
No way.
I don't think Mike would do that.
No way. Yeah, never.
He does have his granddaughter, though, and that's a pretty good motivator.
Look, he won't flip
His 9 guys will.
When they don't get their money anymore.
I got a go bag at the airport. There are eyes everywhere. I can't get close. I need you to pick up that bag and get it to me as soon as possible.
I can get it to you, all right? Just tell me what to do.
No, kid. Not you. No, Jesse.
Jesus, I'll do it. Besides, you're out, remember?
Mike,
Tell me where to get this bag.
before I hand this over, I need something from you. The names of your 9 men.
You're never gonna pay them off. What's
Well.
the point?
The point is, Mike, it affects me.
Leave town, you understand?
Yeah, I just can't up and leave like you, Mike.
Goodbye, Walter.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry. What? All of this. Falling apart like this is on you.
Wow.
It is, though.
You screw up, get yourself followed by the DEA, and now suddenly...
It started falling apart before this.
We had a good thing, you stupid son of a bitch. We had Fring. We had a lab. We had everything we needed. It all ran like clockwork. You could have shut your mouth, cooked, and made as much money as you ever needed. It was perfect. But no, you just had to blow it up, your pride and your ego. If you'd done your job, known your place, we'd all be fine right now.
I don't disagree. It was a well-oiled machine, but Walt wanted to be the top dog guy. Still does. Mike, the gun's missing. Yep. Fuck, why? Oh, great. What'd you do? Oh, shit. Oh, wow, that's a very, like, firm handprint. Okay, well, Mike's still blinking, so that's good. Seems in shock to me.
I just realized that Lydia has the names. I can get them from her.
Oh. Should have realized that before you fucking shot him.
I'm sorry, Mike. This whole thing could have been avoided.
Shut the fuck up. Let me die in peace.
I don't think Mike's dying. He doesn't even seem to be in pain, really. Unless he just has a really high tolerance for it. Oh, okay. Well, there he flops over. All right. I figured the episode was ending very soon. Fuck, dude. Walt, why? Why do we gotta be this way? I think this is the one episode that I've been mad at Walt the most, to be honest. Like, I haven't liked anything he's done in this episode. And I honestly almost anticipate that the entire rest of the show, I am not gonna like Walt at all. And I'm gonna hate everything he says and everything he does. And I will be team Jesse, I'll be team Mike, I'll be team Skylar, I'll be team Hank, I'll be team everyone else but Walt. So yeah, it's hard to go from... And I think that's why the show has been so successful. You're going from spending however many seasons with the protagonist being someone that you root for and you cheer for, not all that abruptly. I mean, kind of abruptly, but not really. But you go from like rooting for and loving this main character to feeling just like you call him stupid, you go, what are you doing? Like, and then you learn to not like him anymore. Or like you can't possibly like him in the same way that you were rooting for him before. And you basically, your feelings change and you root for literally everyone else. And yeah, the whole protagonist to antagonist thing, like I'm not on Walt's side with anything, but I will say that just from Mike's perspective and with how careful Mike has always been, the due diligence that this guy has taken in the show up until now, like just the way that we've seen him, I will admit that the lawyer thing does feel like a slip up on his part. Just picking someone like the guy that he picked, because just watching that safety deposit box scene where not the one where Gomi was there, but the first one where I was talking about like my experience at the bank and how the scene as it was playing out would never be allowed to happen. Like as I was watching that, I mean, I did think to myself that the lawyer just kind of seemed a little too casual for the gravity of what his task is and I don't know. I felt like the stand guy was just a little bit too casual, I guess. is the way I can describe it. Yeah. So for the DEA to follow him and then I mean 14 hours. Yeah. I feel like for a guy like Dan, that would be a lot. So, because I picture Dan as someone who like is married, has kids, pets, like just lives a normal life. And so, yeah, 14 hours with DEA pushing on you probably. I mean, I'm surprised it actually took that long to break him. So maybe like Mike's one slip up, maybe I do slightly agree with Walt on that one, but I also just, a lot of things that Walt said this episode just really bothered me. So like his conversation with Jesse and not really accepting that Jesse wants out and doesn't want to do this anymore. Like Walt has such a hard time believing that Jesse doesn't want what he wants. In a way, I can kind of see that because when Jesse and Walt first met, Jesse was all up in this, right? But the thing is, people grow, they change. And Jesse has completely evolved in such a way where he is over everything. He has killed a man. He has witnessed a kid being killed. He's witnessed another kid been poisoned, essentially. Like there's so much that has affected him personally. And then Jane, oh my gosh, like Jane was fucking like 4 seasons ago and 3 seasons ago. And it's like everything with Jane, like that was one of the biggest things that happened to him. So like he's older now. He's over it. He's done with it. So. And then Mike, I think Mike's also done with it. And I think Mike's reasoning for being done with it is different from Jesse's, though. Mike is done with it because, just going back to that conversation, when Gus was around, it was a well-oiled machine. Everything worked smooth. Mike's job was certainly easier back then. Less worrying, less blah, 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 blah. So Mike, I feel like, is just wishing for the good old days to be back, and he doesn't like working for Walt. It's kind of like, we can compare it to corporate life, at least like my corporate life that I worked in. It's like, sometimes certain departments that I worked in worked really well and felt good, and then all of a sudden new executive people in the company get hired, and we get a new CEO, and then they have these grandiose ideas on how to just fucking overhaul everything because let's do it. And the ideas they bring down and the changes they make, it leaves the rest of us going like, why? Like, why are we doing this? Everything was fine. Everything was working just great the way it was. And I understand that like, as the world changes, you do have to adapt and evolve. Every company has to, but at the same time, like just experiencing some of the changes that I went through when I worked in my career, there were a lot of changes that just made absolutely zero fucking sense. And it really affected the morale of everyone. So much to the point that this one department that I worked in that I ended up leaving also lost like half the employees. Everyone just started leaving. Some people left the company altogether. Some people left for different jobs within the company. But like, yeah, there was probably half of us that left. And it's like, I feel like when you lose half your fucking team after major changes come through, like in my humble opinion, you're doing something wrong. I truly feel like executives and CEOs probably look at that and go like, oh, well, we don't need that's just half the team that didn't agree with us, is probably how they see it, instead of we're losing half of a team of really, really good people because of what we're doing, Anyway, so I feel like that's kind of almost where Mike is at with this whole thing, right? Like he liked working for Gus. Everything was great. Now that Walt's, we'll call him the new boss that has these, Mike's just like, I'm out of you. I don't want to be here anymore. So that's kind of how I see it. And, yeah, I'm really excited for the next episode. Every episode after that, I'm just so excited to get through to the end of the season. So thank you again for joining me. I'm looking forward to your comments, and we will see you in the next reaction. Take care, everyone.